welcome to another episode of my bike build. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be taking these and pressing them into here with this makeshift tool that I built as a bearing press. And I'm kind of going to show you what I'm going to do, a rundown through these. Basically, what you want to do is you can get you some bar stock. It's like a 5/16 or whatever size you want to use, a 5/8. I do believe this is a 3/8 setup I got going on here. And basically what you want to do is use this tool right here to press the bearing in. And so basically what you got going on here is, let me take this off here real quick. I use a socket that's a little bit, let me just take the socket off real quick and show you. This socket's a little bit smaller in diameter than this bearing is, and you want to make sure that it'll go all the way around the bearing, because you don't want to be pressing it on the edge of this here, because it is brittle and it will bend it. But you want to make sure that it's getting all the way around the socket, not inside the bearing. It's got to go all the way around, the socket does. So like I said, a little bit smaller, because you want this to actually slide in and out of here like that, and you don't want it to get stuck in there. So as you can see, the bearing in the diameter is a little bit bigger than the socket is. So basically what we're going to do here, got them on both ends, got a couple of washers on there, a nut. You take this here, slide this socket on like this, and you're going to take your bar stock and you're just going to, with the bearing in here, of course, like this. Imagine the bearings in there so I can just show you. But basically you're just going to use this as a press, and you got both sides in there, bearings there, and basically this washer here, this. So basically got both screws. You guys probably get the gist of this. You screw this down and it just presses the bearing in like so. So basically that's what I'm going to be doing. And hopefully this goes smoothly. I have not done this before using this, so basically that's what I'm going to be doing. Also, I wanted to give another big shout out to Spiky, because he did an awesome video. If you guys don't know, look up his channel, please. He's an awesome guy, and I just appreciate everything that he's done. I can't keep thanking him enough. But anyways, so getting back to this, I showed you guys before, this part here was kind of mushroomed out, so I went ahead and ordered one of these, and I think I said that on my video yesterday, and I've already got this lubed up pretty good in the inside. So we're gonna just get rid of that. And also, when you're doing this, you want to check for, you know, anything that's on here, dirt, whatever, like what I got on here now. It's just grease, but I did put a little bit of grease in the inside of this in here, because your pivot bolt's going to go through there. I just want to make sure that there's nothing on here that's going to make a mess. The inside here. And then I've already repacked the bearings. I got them packed pretty good. I put a lot more grease on there than what was supposed to go on there, but grease is, however, whatever kind of grease you want to use, you can use, but use the bearing grease. But I did, you know, I did pack these pretty good. So basically what you want to do is, like I said, I have not done this before, so bear with me here. You want to make sure that the lettering is on the outside, because this has a seal on the outside. The inside don't. So, but I just wiped some grease around this just to make it slide in there easier. But we're just going to set this in here. Just to make sure this is the right end, just to make sure. Yep, writing's on the outside, no writing on the inside. So you're just going to want to pop these in. Actually, I'm going to put some, I'm going to wipe a little bit of grease right here. This extra amount of grease I'm going to put, get some on my finger and just wipe it around in here a little bit. Even though I got some on the bearing. And you can repack the bearing if you want once they're in there. Greasy. So hopefully you guys can see kind of what I'm doing here. Just taking the bearing and we're just going to kind of tap it in there a little bit. My nice clean orange shirt is now a greasy shirt. And I'm trying not to get my swing arm all dirty here. Make sure that I want to just kind of lightly tap this in to get it started. Nothing drastic, just to get it started. You can, if you want, you could heat up this aluminum with the heat gun, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to cold press it in here. I'm just trying to get this to start off at a, not at an angle, but let's use this a little bit here. Let's tap this a little bit here. Just going to tap that in a little bit. Stick that sucker back in there. Actually, I do want to put, oh, I'm going to put some more grease in here. Like I said, you can use whatever grease you want. I went with the red Valvoline grease, so I'm just going to put a little bit more grease inside of here, just to help the axle out a little bit, or the bolt to slide through here. I don't want to put too much in there, but it looked like I didn't have enough in there to begin with, so I'm just going to put some of that in there. Walk her around in there. I'm sorry, guys. For all you guys that are watching my videos, that do like watching my bike build stuff, I really appreciate you guys supporting my bike build as far as watching of my videos. So, but anyways, we're going to stick this in there. I know they're kind of boring and they get old, but there are some people out there that do watch my videos, and like I said, I do greatly appreciate it. And there's no way in hell I'm going to keep the grease off of that. So, as I said before, I'm going to take this here. I'm going to slide this through here like so. I was doing the wrong side. Make sure, get this in there. You just want to be really careful doing this. I hope I don't screw anything up doing this, because I probably should have went ahead and just ordered an extra set of these bearings just to be safe, and I did not. But hopefully they go in without a hiccup or anything the first time. So and we're going to have to get us a spanner wrench. So we'll take this. I know this is taking forever, huh? My video's already 9 minutes long, for Christ's sake. I know a faster way of doing this, but I need my drilling over here, so this is the way I'm doing it. Alright. What I need to to do is get this up against here like that. Hopefully I can kind of see what I'm doing if I got the camera set up right. We're just going to move the camera over here a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. My arm ain't going to be in the way here. So you can kind of see the right here how the socket's smaller in diameter around than the bearing actually is. And I do not want that going in at an angle. I'm going to put some more grease on that to help it lock it in there. Okay, now that that's up against that like that. Okay. Just rub a little more on there. Alright, what we're going to do is get a spanner wrench. I do believe that would be a, let's see here. Alright guys, so now that we got this lined up right, you'll just see I'm just kind of just slowly pressing this in. I'm doing it, I'm not, you know, ratcheting on it very hard. Just slowly squeezing it in there. Doesn't seem like it's binding up on anything. Except I don't like how that just moved. So I'm going to back this nut back off here. Just backing it off just to tighten it up against the bearing here so it stays even going in. I just haven't done this before, so just trying to keep this at an bar stock is moving. So yeah, there we go again. Wonder why it's doing that. Matter of fact, I want to scoot this up a little bit so you guys can see this here. Tighten this up a little more. I think it's because of the way the socket is on here, so we're just going to use this side here, I guess, to force it in. Just be patient with me here, guys. Sorry about that. So you can see how it's just working the bearing in there, as I said before, and again and again. I am new to doing it like this, and I always just kind of take my time. I don't, you know, I don't want to force anything. And they make it look so easy. You guys have done this a lot. I have not done a swing arm bearing. The removal, yeah, is easy, but because I didn't care about the bearing, you know, taking them out or damaging the bearing, so it just didn't matter to me. But because I knew I had new ones. Just forcing the bearing in there. It's nice and smooth. You want to put some more grease on it, you can, to help walk it in there. Looks like it's going down in there, and it will stop because, like I said, there's a beveled end on there that where the bearing can't move down any further. But you don't want to crunch it down so far that it starts destroying the bearing itself. slow process. If my bench was set up right, this wouldn't be taking me as long as it's doing, but I guess my bench is all set up different. So I have a little tiny workbench here, a little tiny workspace to work with, and hopefully you guys can kind of see the, trying to get the camera on here, we can kind of see the bearing walking in here. Use this open end instead. I feel a little bit of resistance, but it might be the threads on the... It doesn't look like it's going in at an angle or anything like that from over here, from what I can see. Like a pop. But it is going down in there, and it looks like it's going down in there smooth. And this is just an easy way to save money is all. I don't know why it's doing that. Hopefully it's not, nothing's getting bound up in there or anything. I'll know once I get the bearing down in there, and if I fucked it up, pardon my language. Disney people, Disney, I forgot. But I don't know if the thread or something on the bolt itself or the bar stock is actually catching something. But it does look like it's working itself down in there really good. Go with this now. God, that is popping in there like that. I wonder why it's doing that. Maybe need a bigger washer. Well, for one, the bar stock looks like it's bent. I'm gonna back this back off here. This side here. I just want to make sure that this is going in there right. It looks like it's going in there good. I didn't want to make this video too long. I was just trying to show basically a new thing that I'm doing here that I have never done before. Something acts like it was just catching on the bar stock and it just popping or something, but the bearing's going down in there fine. I was trying to avoid getting my swing arm all greasy, but I don't think that's gonna happen. There we go. It's almost down in there. Problem is with this resistance that I'm feeling on this thing, I'm not sure. Hopefully it'll stop, like, and I think it just did. It's just about flush. I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to stop. And I'm just going to take this off and make sure that this went down in there okay. Don't want to destroy nothing the first go, you know what I'm saying? So there is a little bit of a line there, a recess on both sides. And that's what I want. It looks like the bearing that I took out of here. Sorry about that, guys. I guess I need to times 10 forward, huh? This is some weak-ass bar stock, though. I'll tell you that, for it to just get... all of a sudden it was straight, and now it's not. And I'm just going to repeat the process on the same side, so... I just want to get this off, make sure it's good. I can't wait to get this back on the bike. And we're going to take a look at this here. Make sure everything's okay. It's harder than hell to look down in that hole and to see if it's up against the... See down in there? Let me try to get some light. Anyways, guys, it does look like that it went down in there all the way. It's recessed all the way in there. It looks good. I'm just going to basically repeat the process and then be done with this. And my next goal is to get the bearing on my bottom part of the triple tree. And then I'm going to start putting this bike together by wheel. So anyways, if you guys learned anything... And I know my bike builds are boring, but anyways, I just wanted to share you guys this whole little build that I'm doing on this bike, this one-off build I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm sorry if I'm boring the hell out of you and I'm boring and I'm whatever. But anyways, if you guys learned anything from the video, give me a like or hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And like I said, thanks for watching.